So man, Neo Yokio was a fucking ride.
Yes. That product is a non-stop rocket-powered assault on your auditory senses.
Like I don't even know how to criticize or even approach talking about this fucking show because it was just so that thing. Like I don't even have anything to really compare it to. Like I've heard people compare it kind of like, oh, it's so bad it's good, like The Room, and I mean, no, because like The Room. Okay, what Neo Yokio was doing, I'm pretty sure is intentional most of the time, but I don't know if that like qualifies it as being good.
It is either a belligerently, obliviously clumsy attempt at making a sort of self-awarely cool show, or it is the most brilliant, out-of-nowhere cultural satire of a generation.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of my problem. Like, I can't tell if it is, like, if it's trying to be like, oh, look how smart and tongue-in-cheek we are, but we're just kind of dumb and clumsy about it, or if it is, like, just really smart the entire way through, and we're just not picking up on its ridiculously deep satire.
It's almost like early 2000s William Street, how they were making terrible shows with just this bitter, wrenching sarcasm the whole way through, and you just watched it. You let it wash over you like fucking 12-ounce mouse and shit like that. Where you're like, this isn't how you're supposed to make shows. This is hilarious. This sort of destructive deconstruction. Not even really, just destruction.
Yeah, and like I remember, like, you know, people were talking about, like, oh man, Netflix is going to do their own original anime. Okay, first off, if it has an all-American production team and it's just outsourced the animation to Japan, okay, if that's your qualification for anime, then the first season of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1987 is a goddamn anime. Okay, this is the Tokyo Pop, like, Amerimanga equivalent.
This is some 7C shit.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, these character designs are fucking hideous. They are so goddamn ugly. And once again, I'm like, is this like poking fun at terrible, like, early 2000s Amerimanga, where just a whole bunch of fucking weebs from the States and from Canada were like, look, we can make manga too, but now they're just doing it to animation sarcastically? Or was this something that was just, or is this person this type of weeb trash human being who thought, I'm gonna make an anime too? I don't know.
Neo Yokio may be the closest that episodic animation has ever come to an authentic mystical religious experience. for two reasons.
All right, I'll bite.
One, and they tie into each other. On the one hand, no one can be told what Neo Yokio is.
Yeah, no, you have to experience this. This is something that you have to just go in and accept it and just...
Like, don't watch a YouTube video on it.
No.
Don't listen to some talking head tell you what the show is. Stop this video right fucking now and go watch all 6 episodes at once.
Do it. Maybe have a couple of drinks. Do it sober. I did it sober.
Yeah. Definitely do it sober. You will need your faculties. Put your phone down. Pay attention.
Yeah. Oh my god. Also, like, the voice acting.
Exactly. Because we're about to go into a lot of detail about why all of these things are specifically really, really terrible or transcendently brilliant. And that's because the second part of my point is, if you don't have context for any of these things, if you're not the kind of person this show is potentially aimed at, if you didn't grow up with these kinds of cultural signifiers, this show is white noise. If you are not initiated, you will not be privy to the transcendent truths contained within Neo Yokio.
I really feel like we're overselling this, but... but yeah, I do feel that, I definitely agree, Neo Yokio don't listen to other people explain it. I mean, even though you're listening to us explain it, but don't let that be like the thing that makes you decide, oh, this sounds like garbage, I don't want. Because a lot of people, because I'm hearing like, because I like the broader consensus seems to be this is garbage, and then there's like this weird subsection of people that I saw like this might be brilliant, but I'm not sure if it is. And that's like people like Digibro and Mother's Basement. And when those guys, and fucking like Best Guy Ever just did a video
I was so fucking glad when I came, because I'm like going through YouTube like, am I alone? Am I the... Oh, there they are. Okay.
So like those three people in particular talking about just how this show might be brilliant. I'm like, oh, well, now I have to see this. And I came away with this same feeling of, I can't tell if this is like brilliant or just the most retarded, slapped together, incompetent bullshit I've ever seen committed to animation. And I really feel that, like, going back to your religious thing, just, you need to explore this yourself and come to your own conclusion. Like, you need to look inside yourself, and you need to answer that for yourself. Not let someone else tell you what it is.
And absolutely do not pull the Digibro one and done. You have to watch this whole thing.
Yeah.
If by the end of episode 2 you don't understand what's going on, you have to push through it, man.
It's just so much. It's, like every story, like okay, because what was it? Early on, like right when that show fucking dropped, one of the guys from Anime News Network that I follow tweeted out some screen caps of Kaz's character. Like it's like a few lines of dialogue. It's just like, oh my god, someone animated Jaden Smith's Twitter account. And yeah.
Someone weaponized Jaden Smith.
Yeah, it's... Because I'm like, why the hell would you ever get Jaden Smith to voice this character? He's not a good actor. He's not even a fucking voice actor. Why would you? Because I'm thinking maybe his dad paid for him to have a voice acting career since the movie thing didn't work out. But seeing his character in this, I'm like... This was deliberate. Someone saw the type of pretentious, dumb shit, arrogant motherfucker that Jaden Smith is, and someone casted him either because either as a joke, or because no, this boy encapsulates this shitbag character that we fucking created.
And, like the guy who made this show, Koenig, he's the guy from the Vampire Weekend, right? Like,
yeah.
Who the fuck
is the Vampire Weekend? I don't even know. Like I actually enjoy a lot of stupid emo fucking goth rock horse shit. Like I'm a huge fan of the Birthday Massacre and mindless self-indulgence. I don't know what the fuck the Vampire Weekend is.
Okay, so Neo Yokio is the perfect crystallization of early 2000 surface-level anime cliches, redolent of that post-90s glut of random schlock we got, and the wave of American animation poorly aping the artifice of anime. And all of its storylines are... There's a through line in Kant's critique of pure logic.
Are we really invoking Kant?
No, it's too much of a fucking... Okay, so... One of your basic principles of logic is no, it's just too. Neo Yokio
as Aggro tries to collect his thoughts on the what the fuckery that is Neo Yokio.
When you watch the plot, when you immediately from the outset of the episode understand what's happening, you think it's too cliche. No one would actually do this. Therefore, it has to be brilliant satire.
Yeah, okay, so... Oh my god, just every fucking storyline in this episodic series is just... Oh man, like she's possessed by the thing. Oh no, it's her clothes that were possessed. And just... What was it? When they did the fucking Ranma joke, which... Okay, any other fucking show would have been like, oh look, we made a cheap Ranma joke. They make this the crux of the narrative for the rest of the fucking episode, where then he then uses his friend who has been turned into a woman to be his date to make his ex-girlfriend, who was established at the beginning of the show, jealous of him. And then his best friend uses this opportunity of being a woman to, quote, smash the hottest lesbian in, what was it?
Long Island.
In Long Island. And then his friend lectures Kaz about, look, just because I look like a woman, I still self-identify as man, and gender is a spectrum. It just gets a fucking reaming about gender roles in society and gender identity.
Kaz Khan may be one of the most brilliantly conceived characters in recent history. He's like the vanilla extract of fuckboy.
Yeah.
He is a self-insertion character gone horribly wrong, the way self-insertion characters do.
But thing is, though, okay, like when a self-insertion character, you hate this self-insertion character for being what it is. Here, Yokio, instead of self-aggrandizing this self-insertion character,
the show
it treats
also
him like fucking garbage. It's just like, I think this show hates this guy as much as I do.
It does, and that's what, like, if you take Kaz out of that show, except for Helena St. Tessero, everybody else works just fine. Aunt Agatha, I want to see the Magical Girl show she was in 40 years ago.
Right. I'd watch it.
And I think the reason, like, there's something structurally interesting here. If there is ever a season 2 of this goddamn miracle,
I'm gonna watch it.
Because
I've never watched.
The whole through line of this was Kaz sort of waking up from his weird Utana dream of how society works. Which is why Helena St. Tessero's character is so weird as a through line, because I think we're viewing this entire... This show is going to consume my life.
Okay, Helena St. Tessero, she really is the main character of this show. She's the one with the character arc. She's the one who takes initiative in scenes. She is the most interesting character by far. Just like this is her show, shown through Kaz's lens of fuckboy ass hattery.
And while it's clear that the show hates Kaz as much as we do, the show doesn't really... Like, at first, it seems like the show is taking a stance on Helen. Because we're, early on, we're agreeing with Kaz. But as Kaz blooms into perfect shitbag, Helena, like, the show doesn't... It doesn't come to her side. It's weird when she's there. She doesn't fit in the show anymore. And this might be brilliant metatextual cinematography or lazy writing.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing with Yokio. Is it lazy bullshit or is it brilliant, like, transcendent art? And I never know what the fuck it is. I mean, like the voice acting in this is surprisingly good, with the exception of two characters who are clearly just Jaden Smith, who I'm pretty sure was casted as a fucking joke. Because he is just that level of pretentious douchebag fuckboy. And then the girl from, what was it, like North Kakalaka? What the hell is her name?
North Kakalaka. Sailor Pellegrino.
Yeah, Sailor Pellegrino, man. Like, her and her just... Which, her character is just...
That is the moment my whole brain split open. Like, watch the first episode, oh man, this is going to be really terrible trash. Let's watch the second episode. And, they're like, her name is Sailor Pellegrino.
Yeah.
And she walks out into the court and she's gonna sing Yokio's fucking anthem. And it's goddamn Jerusalem, but with England replaced with Neo. I can't. I fucking can't. I am on the ground weeping. And then she opens her fucking mouth to speak and that voice comes out of her face.
I'm just no country girl from South Carolina. Just the Jesus fucking Christ show. And, like, they play it completely straight with her using that fucking voice. And then it's just like I'm like, no human being speaks like this. And then we find out the plot twist and I don't even want to spoil that.
Like, this,
oh my god!
The reason I keep evoking William Street is because this show could only have been made with the kind of completely dissonant love and fury that it was birthed out of the deep, deep irony of the early 2000s. This was a joyful, hateful experience of self-examination and retribution.
Just this show, man.
Also, Lexi may be the best character ever in any show, ever. Forever.
Well, yeah, his first fucking line is, "Yo, we gotta teach these old money fuckboys a lesson."
Lexi is my homeboy. That's just, I want a fucking bumper sticker.
Like that was like the fucking line that you told me about that made me go, fine, I'll watch Neo Yokio, was when you said that line was in there. But it's not even like that is the most quotable line. But there are so many other lines. It's just like...
This show has some of the most pristine, elevated, beautiful use of cursing in any scripting in Western civilization.
I mean, every time they swore, it was fucking hilarious and used to great effect. I can't argue that. That's the thing. Once again, the writing. I can't tell if it's just like incompetently edgy or just like this witty satire on what like America thinks like people talk like, and just like, oh my god.
We found that point where satire gets so close to the original it's almost indecipherable, or it is just the original. It's who fucking knows.
Yeah, and the thing is though, like, because it's so weird on so many levels. Because like like I said, it is that kind of like Amerimanga-esque bullshit, but then it's kind of like edgy. Oh my god, like the dialogue is kind of super edgy at times, but then it's like super pretentious and up its own ass. But it wears so many fucking hats, man.
It's kind of the opposite of the problem I had when I was watching Martian's successor to Deska. Because I would forget that show was a parody, that it was supposed to be funny, and I'd be like, man, this show is really good. And they're like, oh, this show is not gonna. Oh wait, no, this is supposed to be ridiculous. This is amazing. So you watch the Yokio, like, oh, this is really bad. Wait, no, is this brilliant? And then the show will like level off and like, oh no, this is just a really bad. But that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, because like there are moments in this show that I'm like, because like that first episode felt like someone tried to capture like the Totally Spies era of like foreign animation, where like other things were kind of aping the anime style. It just, everything about it felt very Totally Spies, but it was like if... You remember when Spike TV was trying to do edgy adult animation? If someone watched Totally Spies and tried to make the edgy adult version of that shit. And like that's what the first episode felt like. But every episode after that was just creative enough, just weird enough, just inspired enough.
And I'm here to tell you that wasn't you, that was the show. On the second watching, the first episode still felt like the first episode. I didn't warm up to it or like gain new insight into it. The show blossoms and turns and gets weirder.
Yeah. It's just like I salute this show for just how bizarre it is willing to be.
It's just, I know I have a strong emotion about this show, but it's suspended in the superposition until I figure out the intention of the people who made it. Because it is either amazing worshipful love or just furious hate.
Well, the thing is, though, like this might just be one of those death of the author scenarios where it really is just, I mean, like, if we view this as transcendent brilliance, maybe that's what it is. Even if the person who made it is just an incompetent idiot who thinks he's being really smart and is doing all of this shit straight-faced and doesn't understand and like isn't getting out of it what we're getting out of it, maybe it still has that value because we saw it as something more transcendent and brilliant than it actually fucking was.
But then I have this problem where I feel like it may be the difference between like, hey, look at that guy doing a funny dance and singing a song, and oh wait, no, that guy has severe mental handicaps. Because if somebody made this show on purpose because he thought it was intelligent and cool...
I mean, thing is though, I feel like you'd have to be intelligent and cool to make this ironically. So once again, I don't know. Because there's so much weird shit in this that this shit just leans into. Like the fucking Bachelor board. What the fuck even is that?
That is honestly mostly why I keep comparing it. The first thing I tweeted was, it's like if 2004 William Street made Utena ironically.
And speaking of Utena ironically, you have, was it Archangelo?
Archangelo.
Yeah, Archangelo, man. That guy wants to be part of the Utena Student Council so fucking bad.
It's just like it shows up like, Archangelo, really? We're gonna be that? And then boom, Archangelo. Shh, and the East Side Gentleman.
Yeah!
Wait, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Because it's little things like that where just, like you said, like the text pops up and immediately it takes something that was really stupid and now completely recontextualizes it into, oh my god, I want to follow that man into war. It is amazing.
And I felt fucking attacked during the black and white ball. When they keep doing the joke about Archangelo and like the fucking Kaz wearing the blue suit back and forth, I'm like, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. But it's so perfectly comedically timed. Every callback lands so well.
Like, I can't say I wasn't laughing during this fucking show. Just... And there's the fucking mecha and the whole thing with Charles.
It took me like 2 or 3 episodes to get used to Charles' design because it is hideous.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an ugly-ass mech design. Like, really fucking ugly.
And it's fucking... What's-his-face doing the voice?
Who?
The voice in Charles. The guy who played Vision. And Jeffrey Chaucer right next to him.
Wait. So the guy who plays the Vision plays Charles?
Yeah. He's in that. The guy from the IT crowd voices the guy at the suit shop. Steve Buscemi is the Remembrancer.
Yeah!
There's a huge cast in here.
Yeah, there's like legitimate talent. Okay. First off, I love that Steve Buscemi's character is drawn to look like fucking Steve Buscemi. But, because that's another thing. Like, you don't hire these actors to fill these roles incompetently. That's another thing why I have to think that this is transcendent brilliance.
Yeah, because I mean, like this is the level of this is like a backlot Disney dub. These are the kind of people you get like when you're really putting in the effort. But then, like he made a shitty show on purpose, and it out of spite hired all these amazing actors to voice it because it's the kind of petulant teenage sarcasm as art bullshit we did in the early 2000s.
Yeah, so. Because I know, like, you know, you and I have come from, like we have seen, like irony and post-irony, and then cycle back into sincerity, and now we're like this is this weird irony Ouroboros that is just consuming itself.
This is a hate from old times.
I can't tell if this is some sort of sincere love letter to, like, shitty, like that shitty fucking, and Digipaint era, like early Digipaint era anime fucking bullshit.
Dark times.
Yeah, like the darkest age that we had in anime, or if it is just someone who is just maliciously shitting on that time frame.
I said something during your watch of it that still kind of haunts me. That they used a random number generator to determine which staff members on the production thought this was ironic and which ones didn't. Like they held secret, separate meetings for scripting.
Oh, man. Just... Neo Yokio, man. Because, like, I saw the trailer and I'm like, wow, that looks like fucking garbage. Like, those character designs, find that Jaden Smith was the main character, I'm like, who the fuck okayed this production to happen? And then, like, the fucking just people talking about it. And I was
2 days, why are people tweeting about Toblerones?
Right? Oh my god. Like, I don't know if, if like Toblerone paid for this to be made.
I hope they didn't get a cent.
No. I hope that this is just.
I hope this was art.
Like, I really hope Toblerone had nothing to do with this, and at some point they're gonna file a class action lawsuit for fucking defamation of their goddamn brand for being associated with this fucking show. But yeah, like, Neo Yokio, man, like, what the hell's that guy's name?
Which guy?
The guy who made the show. The guy,
something Koenig.
Yeah, like, history will decide, like, decades from now, if Koenig deserved that big Toblerone or not.